Tingles with Lila. Hello. So I thought today I'd do a little bit of a ramble. And the first topic that has brought about my need to ramble is my lovely eyebrows, monobrow, unibrow, whatever you want to call them. So I get so many lovely comments on my channel, but I do get a couple probably all of the negative comments I get are about my eyebrows. And so, but then today I actually got a nice comment. Not necessarily, I mean, it was said nicely, but still on the subject of my eyebrows, kind of implying that there's something wrong with having a unibrow or something like that. So I thought, let's just address this, let's get it out in the open, let's find out about Flyby's history with a unibrow. I don't even really think about it at all, except for all the comments that I've been getting. So anyway, so basic thing in my life. Been a couple of my really good friends who have wanted me to groom my eyebrow area, but it's never really felt very natural to me. It doesn't feel very me to me. I don't know why in particular. I have like a little bit of my tooth that's like getting out of alignment. That bothers me. I want to get a retainer to fix that. So I'm not saying I have problems with fixing things that I don't like the look of or something like that, but I think the part of it is there's nothing about the look of my eyebrows that bothers me, and so to me, I am the person who sees myself the most. I am the person who has to deal with having to make myself look how I want to look, and if it doesn't bother me, then other people can put up with it, I guess, is kind of my attitude. I mean, I've talked about a little bit in my last ramble video. I think I talked about how I don't shave my pits or my legs. And that for that I feel a little bit more of a preference. Well, for armpits I don't actually as much. But for legs, I think they look nicer probably when they're shaved. But I also don't want to be a slave to shaving my legs, because it's just really annoying to feel like I can't go out or can't wear something in particular if I don't shave. Anyway, so I haven't shaved for like 4 or 5 years. Anyway, so that's what I've found it like hilarious when people can see this little part of me. And I'm like, if you could see down this way, I don't think you would be focusing on the unibrow. Like, it's just so funny. But the aspect of it that really bothers me is people who are there's this one person in particular who keeps commenting on my videos, and I think they have multiple accounts, so they're like really trying to get the message out that they don't like my look or like, anyway. But I just don't understand why it matters so much. And the aspect that really bothers me about it is that social pressure to conform to what the herd is doing type thing. Like, hey, everyone else is doing this, so you have to do it too. And I'm like, well, no, I don't. So that's my little unibrow thing. I'm not going to do anything with it, so if this really offends you and you're subscribed to me, probably unsubscribe now because it's not going anywhere. And you may occasionally get little hints of hair from my armpits, or if I ever show my legs, you might see hair there too. So, anyway, but I know most of you guys are just really supportive and great, and obviously have seen what my face looks like and seem okay with that. So, this is for you guys. For anybody else who just wants to come and criticize me, feel free to criticize me, but I ain't changing what I'm doing. Anyway, that is now out there. I'd gotten a few comments and I was like, just kind of delete them and let it go, but it's been a little bit more consistent message lately, and I figure it's right before the beginning of the year right now. It's the 30th of December when I'm recording this. And so I figure when I'm launching my 365, because I'm going to have a lot more videos, I'll have a lot more traffic on my videos and maybe a little bit more mainstream attention. So I might have more people, wanting to berate me for what I choose to do with my own personal grooming. But anyway, see, I thought it might be a bigger deal that I don't wear any makeup or something like that, but anyway, the eyebrows has been the thing. I knew something about me would rub people up the wrong way, because that's kind of what it is to be an individual and to just be yourself. You're not, everybody's not gonna like you. So, anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest because it's just kind of been a little bit of an influx lately. So, let's see, what else should we talk about? Let's talk about something better now. So hopefully I'm not getting little reverberations. I actually just made a little cover for my Zoom, is what I'm using right now. It's a Zoom H1 microphone. And I've just made a little cover for it so that hopefully when I laugh, it won't just make really loud wind noises. I just made it out of old batting because, here, maybe I will try to show you. Oop, that's going to be an annoying noise. So you can see it's just an old bit of batting, and then I've sewed the sides down. Now we'll put it back out of the shot. Anyway, so, I just wanted to check. Sometimes my recording stops recording sound halfway through. I was recording this video earlier, not this video, a different video earlier today, and it was about it'll end up being probably about 25 minutes with the intro, but it was about 20-minute video, and I lost sound about 10 minutes through, but I didn't end up liking the sound on it, and that's because I had the microphone kind of pointed away, and so I was thinking, so then that's why I was like, okay, well, if I'm worried about the wind sound I'm getting, I need to actually get a little cover for my little microphone so that I can speak to you guys all really closely. So, anyway. So, I've been having a lot of fun recording videos. I will probably release this. I have another ramble video that I recorded, but I want to put this one out earlier, so I'll probably put this one out sometime in the beginning of January, even though right now I'm uploaded the first 22 videos, so that'll push it back to 23. So, it'll be fun. And yeah, I've been getting lots of really great comments lately, so that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to the next viewers appreciation video. It should be fun. I haven't decided what I want to do. Although I was thinking, today was my idea. I'm not making any promises on this. It's always going to be a surprise what it's going to be, but you can just know that the cogs in my brain are thinking this at this point, so who knows whether that's what'll happen or not. But anyway, I was thinking for viewers' appreciation, I could maybe do it as a restaurant role play where I'm taking orders for everybody or something like that, and so everybody's kind of getting a different order, and I'll be like, oh, and here I have this for you and this for you, and you know, that sort of thing, or oh, so you wanted this and you wanted this and that sort of thing. Anyway, I thought I just kind of had that idea today because I was like, oh, I always like to do something a little bit different for viewers' appreciation, so thinking about that. I go back to uni in a couple of weeks, so it'll be fun. I'm taking one summer course. It's summer down here in Australia, very hot, and so that'll be a couple months. So I'm taking an intensive chemistry course so that I can then take like environmental chemistry during the year, so that'll be really fun. So might have to do some videos on some of the things. We might have some videos on chemistry just so I can teach you some of the things I'm learning. But I also have, I'm just gonna grab something. So I have this book. I haven't actually started recording it yet, so you can't expect to have anything with this until probably into February, maybe the end of January. But I'm going to do some like kind of educational fact type videos talking about the solar system. So space is one of my interest areas, so that should be fun. I also the jewelry role plays will have come out by then, so that will be that. And then I also have this other one. It's going to be that's the other one I was recording earlier today. It's a road trip around Australia on Highway 1. And so I'm going to break that up into a series of videos. So doing different legs and telling you, oh, like, hey, you could stop in here. And it's got I'm doing it off of a book. And so there's some pictures in there, but there's also a map, so it'll be a little bit of a map kind of travel agent type video, so it should be fun. I'm trying to think, because I know people certain people really like it when I have my face in the video, but I also want to show off the map, so I'm trying to think the best way to frame that video. That's the one where the sound I didn't like, but I'm also thinking there's not a lot of visual interest in the video since it mainly stays on the map, so it might be better if I can include my face on that. So, just what I'm thinking. And I'm also excited because I've got a few people lined up who are already going to donate to my Patreon, so I'm really hoping that will go well because I'd really like to do some more fun things with the channel if I can get a little bit more funds. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Obviously, no pressure at all to donate. I love making my videos for everybody, whether you're donating or not. And my favorite type of support is actually just the comments that I get from you. So always comment, and just if you feel inclined. But I mean, you should check out the Patreon anyway. There's some videos there. You can just see the videos. Well, I think just the intro video, but yeah. And so it's for my tinglings, and I have these little levels, so I thought they were kind of cute. I did them in bird because I came up with, I wanted to have a name for all my viewers, and so I was looking at suffixes that mean like being a person. And so I had like Tingalore or Tinglarian or different ones I tried. When I came across Tinglings, I just thought it had such a nice sound. Tingling, 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 tingling. Especially if you say it a lot. Tingling, tingling, tingling. You are my tingling. And you too are my tingling. I'm being silly, aren't I? That's how I get when I get all... It's because of my eyebrow revelation. I don't know, it wasn't a revelation because everybody already knew that I have it because it's right there. Anyway, but just to share my attitude and unibrow pride. But anyway, so I won tickets to the BBL, so I know in most of my videos I tend to, most of my videos, I'm just acting like I'm just constantly talking about footy, but in any video where it's me talking rather than being like a role play or anything like that, I do talk about footy a lot, and it's because I'm a mad footy fan. We sit on the front row and it's amazing. But I do also follow cricket in the summer, and so, I was like, oh, duh, because I have the Hughes quilt and I did the video on that. I should actually redo that video, because I think with a better microphone, the sound was actually really bad on that video. Anyway, maybe we'll redo that, the fabric sales video, because I think some nice fabric sounds, some like rubbing sounds, and explaining the colors to you. Ooh, maybe we could do it as like a wholesaler, like, oh, you could take on the Hoffman Boutique range. Anyway, this is the way I come up with videos. It was so funny. I was talking to my dad this morning, and, I was talking about 365 days of ASMR, how I'm really excited about it launching. And he was like, are you worried about running out of ideas for videos? And then I just listed off, like, oh, I have this going on, and then this one, and then this one, and then this one. And then I can also do this, and then I can do this, and I pretty much just went off, like, and explained probably 30 different videos that I could do. And that's just the beginning. And I found all these books from the library. I checked out all these books from the library. Well, I didn't check them out. I put them on hold so that I'll get them. I need to clear out the books I have, though. I go crazy because I just get so excited, and like I love knowledge as well, but like combining knowledge with videos, so fun. But then I also like doing, like little different slants, doing them in role plays, but also doing educational videos. Anyway, so fun, so fun, so fun, so fun. Oh, I'm having too much fun. I mean, I think you guys understand, hopefully by now. Well, probably there's some new people, so for those of you who don't know, my ramble videos aren't maybe the most relaxing in speed. I tend to talk really fast because I get too excited and I talk about lots of topics. But I try to stay soft-spoken, so at least maybe if you're trying to go to sleep, you can maybe sleep. So if not, you should skip to a different video. I should have plenty out right now. And unless you're super, super on top of things, there's probably plenty from me that you haven't seen yet, because I have one coming out every day. Anyway, I keep looking at these things. I was looking at them today. I have these little papers on my wall in here in my little studio that have words. Well, here, so we have like supreme, excellent, extreme, foremost, incomparable, leading, marvelous. And then I also have food words: juicy, aromatic, fiery, piquant, pungent, tart, zesty. And it's just because I get really annoyed by when I use the same words over and over again, which I still do. But sometimes if I'm reaching for a word and I feel like I need to find a different word, then if I can kind of try to see if I can find a different word. But it's more so that, like, by having the words all around, I'll see them more often, so I get different words in my mind by just having them there that I can kind of read from time to time. So the one I still can't get away from, though, is saying absolutely. I always say absolutely so much, but it's such a all-encompassing word. It's really hard to say something that means the same thing as absolutely. Nothing quite does. So I have a list here. I have quite, genuinely, veritably, perfectly, positively, unquestionably, exclusively, extensively, ultimately, completely, consummately, entirely, fully, thoroughly, utterly, wholly. But most of the time I just end up saying absolutely anyway. So, this is the look inside of Flyby's brain. I should tell you the story of Flyby. Actually, that would be really fun. Also, you get to find out that I was a creepy little child. No, I mean, it's just, I think a lot of people do that. But anyway. So, when I was about, 14 or 15, I had a crush. I think I was 16, actually. Maybe 15. I had a crush on this guy, and we were AOL instant messaging, AIM. That was the big thing at the time, was to be instant messaging on there. And so I got his AIM one day. And so we were talking for a while. And anyway, then I started using this information to look him up online and that sort of thing. And I ended up looking him up he was on a Half-Life forum. And so I used to follow, and read his posts or whatever. And then I wanted to reply to something, but I didn't want him to know it was me. I don't know if I was even replying to him. I don't remember that. And so my normal name online was always Write Crazy, because when I was younger I used to be, wanted to become a writer. It was kind of my big ambition. I also, wrote lots of books when I was really young. My first grade teacher, she taught us how to kind of publish them in we had these little things that you could stick them in. Anyway, I had a lot of fun making, all my cousins and aunts and uncles have all sorts, that's what I used to give for gifts, was I'd make a book and then give it to them. But anyway, I don't know how I got onto the books. Where did that go? Oh, Write Crazy, that's how. Anyway, so Write Crazy. But I wanted but obviously that was my name on AOL, and so I knew that he would know that was me. And so I wanted to do something that wouldn't raise suspicion or seem at all like me, that was kind of just me flying by night. And that's why I was like, oh, Flyby, I'll do that. That sounds fun. Anyway, and so I went on there, so it was kind of the first forum that I actually registered for. So then when I ended up registering on Orson Scott Card, I'm a big Orson Scott Card fan. Sorry, my thing ran out of space. I had to go delete that file from earlier today. Anyway, yeah, so I am a big Orson Scott Card fan. So I ended up going on and registering an account on the forum for Hatrack River. And so I was Flyby there because I really liked the name. And I was a bit involved in that community. I used to have this dumb thing about, don't go to the other forum. Anyway, I was really young. Well, that age. Anyway, it feels really young now. And so I spent a bit of time there. I knew a few different people on there. But probably my biggest one was then when I went to TSC, the Sonic Center, and I was Flyby there, and that's where I met both my current partner and my son, Worcester. Well, we met in Mafia, but anyway, it's basically through TSC. But anyway, and I got into there because of my ex, so anyway. So, Anyway, but so Flyby, I became really involved in TSC, and so Flyby's become a really big part of my online identity. And so with my channel, I could use my first name, but I really like Flyby. It's the name I've chosen for myself, and I really like it, and it's just, it brings out a different part in me as well when I think of myself as Flyby, and so that's the part I want to be on my channel, and so that's why I'm Flyby here. So I probably won't really use my given name just because I'm Flyby, and I want you guys to think of me as Flyby. But if you can, you should spell it with a lowercase f, because I hate a capital F with it. So anyway, I'm just a little picky about that. I just don't think it looks very good. I also like to break the rules. Not that, I mean, lots of people do usernames with lowercase, but I'm just really particular. That's also why I do it Tingles with a lowercase t, because I think the the sameness of it looks good together. Anyway, I think this is going on. Oh, I don't know how long, because it was the other video. No idea. Anyway, I am saying anyway a lot, aren't I? Now I'm trying not to say anyway. I'm succeeding. I'm also not saying other words, except these words that I'm saying. See, I wanted to say it there. So, I think that's probably good for right now. I think that was a good light-hearted ramble. The next one's a little heavier, so have fun with that one. But thanks for watching my tinklings. I love all your support, and thumbs up this video if you love unibrows. If you don't love unibrows and you just love me, thumbs it up anyway. Anyway, see, I did it again. Thanks for all your support, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.